We continue on with Big Time Boxing live from the Parramatta Leagues. It is the lightweight division from Indonesia. Roy Tua Manuhurik up against, well, fellow West Aussie to my main man here, Danny Green, cool Willie Kickett, who returns to the ring for the first time since defeat in June of last year. A pretty big knockout it was too. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Statistically, how do they stack up? Absolutely nothing separates, but make no mistake about it, Cool Willie is the favourite here. Let's head down to the ring and Rick Powell.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on now to our next bout of the evening here on our Nitro format. Let's welcome Roy Tua Manuhurik. And now, from the blue corner, please give it up for Willie Kickett.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Ladies and gentlemen, this amazing Nitro action continues now with the super lightweight bout, again over 4 rounds. Introducing now out of our red corner this evening from Bengkulu in Indonesia. At the weigh-in, he gave us 63.18 kilograms, wearing the multicoloured shorts. He is the Indonesian PBC super flyweight champion. Please give him a warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. He's Roy Tua Manuhurik. And across centre ring and in the blue corner awaits a Perth-based fighter from Balga in Western Australia. Tonight, wearing the gold trunks with the black piping, 63.18 kilograms, his recorded weight for this evening. Trained by Craig Christian at Harry's Gym there in Balcatta. As a professional, he has fought 17 times with 15 victories recorded. Let's welcome Cool Willie Kickett!
More immediately, back-to-back lightweight contests. First up, Roy Tua Manuhurik and Willie Kickett for the first time out since June of last year. It is Kickett in the gold with the black piping. Manuhurik, a late call up here in the almost hippie brown pants.
Got the fishing pants on. Willie Kickett from the same stable as Ben Rabar. They ooze talent out of that stable. It's going to be another bright night for Willie Kickett, maybe.
I'm just happy to see Willie back, boys. He's had a good break. You know, he's a young kid who had a, you know, we're all young and have a bit of time off, and he had to take care of a few things. And look, he's got the hunger back. He looks very well. He looks sharp, and he's, by all accounts, in the gym. He's been, you know, he's been lining it up. So I'm looking forward to seeing him do a job here.
Be some fair sparring in the gym over at Harry's at the moment, wouldn't there?
Look, it's probably got some of the best talent in this country, and training facilities. You know, I trained there when I'm back in Perth, and it's a fantastic establishment, boys. It's just unreal. It's a great place to train to. It's just all boxing.
Who's he been sparring for this fight, Kickett?
He's been. I think he would have been working with Ben Rabar. He's been doing a bit with another young Indigenous kid from Perth who we looked after as well. Is Matthew Garlett.
Yeah, he fought my boxer on your undercard.
Yeah, he lost that
Corey,
fight,
yeah.
mate. That young fella Corey fought very well. I liked the way he fought that night.
Yeah, I guess that just comes with knowing each other. They fought in the amateurs, and you know, we knew what to go over with, and just stay away from Matt Carr early on, and hopefully we come up the win. It seemed to work well, but
he did a good job, very good job, and you know, Matty's back on board, and I think he's been sparring with Willie, which is, you can't get much better sparring than Willie. I don't know where Chris John is at the moment, but if he's been doing it with Willie, well then Willie's going to be firing.
Yeah, Matty Garlett is a top bloke, nice down-to-earth guy as well, isn't he?
He's a lovely young kid, mate. Very similar to Willie. They're both really, really good kids, mate.
Quick hands on display from cool Willie Kickett. That has never been an issue. We have seen him tagged a couple of times, once, of course, by Adrian Bronner at the Staples Centre in LA. Bronner, for you diehards out there, has since recorded 5 KOs, all inside 4 rounds. So this is a quality youngster. The other loss was to Ahmed Elamar, a flash knockdown in round 1 of November of 2008. And I think Ahmed returning to boxing next week, I think it is, right here in Sydney.
Very forgettable night, that one.
She was a wild old one. Willie Kickett and Ahmed Elamar, perhaps down the road, dance again.
I'm sure that Willie would like to see it. I'm sure he'd like to get revenge on it. He got caught early, and you know, it'd be a good fight to see get past 3 or 4 and see who comes out the best.
He's been doing a lot of good body work on this young fella here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow, doubling up with the left hand, Willie Kickett, in the final couple of seconds of this opening round. And Greeny, I've saved my wackiest stat of the night for you, and I know you'll love this one. Still under 100 professional rounds as a boxer, so still very much in his infancy at just, of course, 23 years of age. They are doing it at lightweight here, 4 3-minute rounds. Lightweight boys up next, of course, as well, with Raymond Eliza Esperanza and Will Tomlinson.
Tell you what, Willie's been doing some nice body work. I'm surprised if it starts taking his toll. This young kid's tough. He got hit with 2 very good crisp rips to the liver, and he's taking them well. So
yeah, the left rip's really working for Kickett. Geez, he's got a good jab, hasn't he?
It's lightning.
I tell you what, I really enjoy the finer points of boxing, watching the little things that we don't see. You know, at the moment we see the, you know, the boxing going on here. I love watching the corner.
Good hook.
Nice. I love watching the corner work.
Oh, nice. Yes. Willie Kickett jumps on the accelerator after sensing perhaps that Manahurik is a little vulnerable here, midway through round number 2.
Willie just looked at the corner, looked at Craig, I think, just to get a bit of, not advice, but, you know, always a good fighter does that. They look to the corner when they've hurt someone. I think the instructions would have been just to pick him off nicely, because he's got the opportunity to have a clean knockout here.
Danny, can you hear instructions in the ring?
You can hear him, but your mind and your eye and your ear are in tune to what's going on. So even just a slight look at the corner, you know, sometimes can help, especially in.
Oh, massive!
Wow!
That was flash. That was a Saturday Night King hit, boys. It just ate it up.
That's where I was leading to earlier before Willie opened up on him. And, you know, I love watching the rapport boxers have with their trainers, and there's none better than what we just saw in that round there with Kickett and Craig Christians. It was good to see, and obviously, as you said, Danny, that, you know, he checked his corner, you know, his corner giving good instructions.
Craig, he loves Willie Kickett. He loves all his fighters. He's very passionate about boxing, but he's got a soft spot for Willie, and he's a good young kid, but he's just got so much skill and so much potential. I just hope he fulfills it. I really do. Yeah, definitely. I think if he keeps going on the track he's taken now, I think he realised when he had that bit of a break, he missed the sport. He loves the sport. This is where he wants to be.
We welcome him back with open arms, Willie Kickett. We'd love to see him a more regular fixture on the domestic scene.
Punch out.
Will Soulis asking the guys to sort out their differences. A little bit of dirty boxing on the inside. The clinch there.
When you look at skill, like on the lower scale, you know, like obviously we've got Greeny and Mundine and Danny Gill and all that sort of stuff. And then your next tier of guys, you look at Willie Kickett, Lance Costello. There's so much talent out there that, you know, can take Australia to that next level.
The next fighter too, Will Tomlinson's coming through the ranks.
Right,
and, you know, we just had Zach Awad, who unfortunately took a loss, but I've done so many rounds with Zach, and he's sparring. He's given me some really solid rounds. He's in trouble, this kid, but he's just tough.
A little wobbly on his feet at the moment. Roy Tua Manahurik.
Oh, it was a beauty.
Yeah, all the Parramatta boys are here. Nathan 1 and 2, Kalis and Hindmarsh, Krishnan Inu, the Keating brothers.
Hindy needs a haircut, Andy.
Hindy always needs a haircut, Danny. Fooey, speaking of haircuts.
Bath and a haircut.
He is in the building as well. Oh, nice defensive work and evasion there from Willie Kickett. Really using the forearms along with some lateral head movement.
as you know, Chris, mate, you've been there, you know the game. It's tough. What people don't realise is these shots that Willie Kickett's hitting this Roy with, they would knock a lot of guys out.
Yeah, I just said that in the Ben Rabar fight earlier. Like, honestly, the power that Ben Rabar was landing on Ray Antonelate was massive and would knock out most of his opponents. And I don't know how this guy's still standing either. Willie Kickett looks as strong as I've ever seen. Whether he's better at lightweight or not, I'm not sure, but he looks so strong tonight.
He does. You know, he wasn't even hardly puffing in between rounds, and he's throwing some pretty solid leather.
Yeah.
He's letting him go.
1 minute into round number 3. Up next, Will Tomlinson, of course. Vic Darchinian for the first time in 2.5 years. Fighting on home soil. He is our main event tonight against Eric Barcelona for the vacant IBO Bantamweight Championship of the World.
So, Greeny, in a different situation here like we got, obviously, Kickett's a long round fighter, and here he's in a 4-round fight. What sort of sparring would he have done different to what he would in, say, a 10 or 12-round fight?
I don't know, because I'm not sure, you know, but I reckon, you know, Craig probably would have had him doing 4 and 6 round, and maybe even the odd 8-round affair just to get him in touch.
A higher pace, maybe?
Don't think, yeah, probably a bit of a higher pace for 4 and 6. I don't think he would have been doing 10, 12 rounds to prepare. As you know, you're going to do longer rounds for a longer fight. So I reckon he would have been doing a lot of, you know, short, sharp sparring, because it's only a 4-round fight. It's a piece of cake for Willie. He could do it in his sleep.
Danny, the Nitro format really probably came in after you were established and you really didn't get the 4-round or the 2-minute round type of journey as a part of your career. Is it something you would have liked in your establishing days?
Oh, it would have been, I'm not really fussed. You know, I would have, the style I've got probably suited the 15-rounders too.
Yes?
Yeah, I probably would have preferred the 15-round fights with my, you know, the way I come home. But, mate, I'm just happy to get a victory whether it's 1, 2 or 3-minute rounds.
Not many of them have been going 12 rounds. I don't know what you're talking about 15 for. You're doing it and well at the moment.
Are you enjoying the heavier, you know, division? You enjoying it better? Or?
Yeah, a lot more, thanks, Chris. Yeah, it's I just don't have to lose weight. It's an incredible. I just got to watch her eat, obviously. Wowee. That's a cracking right hand by
Speaking of heavy, Alex Leopold and Shane Cameron have both joined the queue and put the hand up.
Yeah, Alex, good right hand, Willie. Wow, this kid's tough, boys. Yeah, Alex, apparently I didn't see it, but he said I want to, you know, fight. So I don't know about that one. I don't know how long it'll go. He's a strong.
But it's waiting and not knowing what's coming up.
Frustrating, mate.
Let's go. Here's a word I haven't heard before. Diet.
I heard you saying you lost a few kilos up there.
That's it, hands free and punch.
Down into cruiserweight. From super heavy. As we move into the 4th and final round of Lloyd Tuamanahurik and Willie Kickett. Kickett in the gold and black piping. Absolutely dominating proceedings here, as was expected. He is a rare talent, this young man.
He's still having a go. You know, the Roy Manahurika, he's having a go, and he's been hit with a good shot there.
That's one of Willie's best shots, is the right hand with like an up jab, half up jab. It's a beautiful shot, and he's so sharp at it.
It is. It's an awkward and different angle punch, isn't it?
It's really hard to block. It's very hard to block because it comes from down here. You think he's going to, you know where he's going to go, and then all of a sudden just spears up in your face. It's a very difficult shot to block, and that's one of his natural punches.
Oh, big right hand. Willie Kickett's going to need surgery to fix his right hand. I'm not quite sure what Royce Mellon is feeling like at the moment, but gee, there's been some big right bombs.
Willie is unloading.
Okay, break.
He may be related to Ray Antonelate from what we're seeing here. I haven't seen two tougher guys in a whole year, let alone in 2 fights.
Willie's now just kind of using this as target practice. He's just relaxing. He's having fun in there. Yeah, he's in control. He's established control of the fight, and now he's enjoying it, and he's picking his shots.
They look big, they look powerful, they look strong, but in 15 wins, just 5 KOs for Willie Kickett. So it would suggest at 33 1/3%, he doesn't necessarily have that huge one-punch power.
No, he hasn't got that shock, you know, knockout power, but he grinds them down and. Oh, beautiful. Look at the skill of that, Andy. That's magnificent. I wish I could do that.
I think, giving credit to Willie Kickett, he is a natural boxer. You know, he has got all the skills in the world, and a lot of times just looks like he goes out to outbox the opponent. Tonight looks a little different. He's looking to try and spark the guy.
And he's got that advantage where he's got slippery skills, and, you know, he's very smooth, he's stylish, he looks fantastic. He's just teeing off. And he's not noted as a knockout puncher, and that's not his style. But this extra bit of weight looks like he's, you know, he's kind of landing a bit more flusher and a bit harder.
Hands free. Okay.
Don't forget, boys, this guy, you could use his head as a demolition ball.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a very brave man.
Final seconds of round 4, the final round here at lightweight. Lightweight limit, of course, 61.23 kilos or 9 stone 9, if that makes a little bit more sense, as Manny Hurick winds up in the final couple of seconds, and that is it. 12 rounds of work for Roy Tua, Manny Hurick and Willie Kickett.